Hey Sunshine, my name is Shay. Welcome to your November 2023 predictions for all the zodiac signs. These readings will be quick, so I won't be including love or career in the reading unless it comes up. But if you want me to start including those again, please leave a heart in the comment section to let me know. Disclaimer, remember that this is a general collective reading for the signs, so some parts may not apply for you or resonate for you, which means if it does not apply, let it fly. And with that, we're going to go ahead and hop into our reading for Scorpio. Happy birthday, Scorpios. Hey, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for November 2023. Let's hop into these cards. So the first card I actually pulled off camera to get the sense of what your energy may be for the month of November. And that card is Success. Sounds too fun. Okay. So this card is basically asking you to either tap into the emotion or appreciate an accomplishment that you have this month. So I do think that you guys will be accomplishing something this month. I'm getting that don't think so broad, right? So for some of you, you may be thinking like of a long-term goal, which I do think some of you will accomplish this month. But I also think that there could be like maybe being proud of yourself for not doing something you said that you wouldn't do anymore, or actually committing to something. It could be really anything. It may seem small to others, but it's big to you. And that's what matters this month. And I'm getting this message of once you feel that sense of accomplishment, that sense of success, tapping into it and kind of making it your vibration as the month goes. If this isn't a literal, accomplishment that you make this month, I think this also could be just something that you need to tap into so that you can see that energy expand in other areas in your life. So let's hop into these cards. What does the zodiac sign Scorpio need to know about November 2023? What can they expect? Okay, 7 of Cups. What does the zodiac sign Scorpio need to know about November 2023? King of Wands in reverse. Judgment. And then we have the 8 of Swords. 2 more. What good things are coming for the zodiac sign Scorpio in November 2023? 9 of Swords. And 1 more. What does zodiac sign Scorpio need to know about November 2023? Wow, that did a flip-de-dip. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. Okay, right off the bat, just looking at the cards, they may not look as positive as we want to. There is a lot of anxiety here, maybe sleepless nights, or maybe being up thinking about something. Doesn't have to be literally, but it could be something like consuming your mindset. And I think for some of you it is because of you want success, or you want to bring something to life that may have had its success, but maybe now you're getting a little frustrated with it, right? It's kind of starting to feel more like a dream and more like a once upon a time thing, whereas you want it to be something long term. But I also feel like you may be judging yourself a little bit too harshly in November, Scorpio, being a little bit too judgmental of your success or lack thereof, quote unquote, because I don't think you're unsuccessful, but there may be this feeling of it's not good enough because it's not meeting the standard or the goal that I had planned, not really realizing that, hey, we actually really accomplished a lot. And that may come later in the month with the 3 of Pentacles. That may come later in the month where you realize, okay, this is actually better for me. This is a creative outlet for me. This person that I'm working with now is actually going to help me expand. Like there may be something like that. For some of you, I just heard people coming to you for your expertise. And this may look like, just as simple as a call or a text. Hey, could you help me with XYZ? More than normal. Probably too, to a point where you notice it. For some of you too, there also may be a sense of overwhelm, right? Maybe too many things going on, or maybe a little bit of indecision or anxiety that's coming up for you when it comes to your success specifically. And for some of you, I'm going to say this is feeling very general. This is feeling like generally, who am I? What am I doing? I made this business. Why isn't it going right? I'm doing this thing. Where's, what I mean? Like we're just really concerned with how we're progressing in life and maybe even in our passions. So there could be other things going on in your life or your relationships, but it almost seems like this is what we're consumed with. I also wanted to ask Scorpio, and this is for you to think about, what it is. what it is that you think success means, and what does it mean to you. Maybe even where you got your idea of success from, or like who may have planted that seed for you. Because I do think for some of you, you may be just judging yourself a little harshly, and I think it's because of some voice in your head. Now, I have a right to have standards for ourselves, right? But I also think that whatever your standards are, maybe they're just a little too high, not a little too high, but almost to a point where you're frustrating yourself trying to reach them instead of giving yourself grace and compassion. And this may not even just be success in your career. It could just be something that you're going after that just doesn't seem possible, right? It's causing you to self-doubt or question yourself. There's opportunity coming. There's a team. There's, some type of collaboration. There's some type of I don't know, group, that you can visit or be around that may inspire you again this month, okay? So since I don't see any love here, I'm going to go ahead and hop into your love life. What does Scorpio need to know about their love life in November 2023? What is the zodiac sign Scorpio experiencing in their love life? Thank you. Okay, there's kind of like a little bit of a tumultuous relationship going on. I'm not gonna lie to you, and this doesn't have to be just romantic, but we have sorry not sorry, we have who's walking cool, and then in the backhand we have shy, and we have no you hang up. So to address these first two, there may be some relationship that there's a little resentment, there's a little bit of power issues going on. Maybe one of you is very controlling and kind of wants things their way, maybe a little aggressive or like emotional, and that may be getting in the way of the connection. But I do sense that it's like power issues. Maybe this is what's overwhelming you in the first place, making you question yourself and doubt yourself in the first place. And it doesn't have to be just in your career, just in general. It's having a negative effect on you in some way. So you either may... I'm picking up for somebody that you may make up, but it may not be like 100% in trust. So like for some of you, you may make up with this person, but you may still be like having the back of your head like, I don't know about this person. And for others of you, you won't make up, but then it's like it keeps coming up. It's like controlling your narrative at this point. Someone might be being distant as well. And one of you could be taking it as like a personal attack, or like they're only doing it so that they can prove a point to me type of thing with this shy card here. I think for some of you, you are having good connections and good conversations with someone. I do feel like that person might be at a distance though, or it's like hard to catch them or spend as much time with them as you want. And know that these can be two separate people in your life. This can be someone that you know it from work, and then another person that you are romantically involved with. This can be someone that you're in your family and somebody that you like are close friends with. But I do see kind of like two separate relationships going on, or one where you almost have two split feelings about this person or this relationship. It's like you care and you want to be there, but it's almost like they're not moving along the way that you would like them to, or maybe you feel like you're being pulled along. Like even if they're not doing anything intentionally to be manipulative, this feels like you're almost being influenced by their behavior, and you're annoyed by it, or vice versa. Like everything they do, you almost have to comply to, even though you may not feel fully satisfied. So there may be some resentment on the back end, right? But I do think there are some new people coming into your life. I think you may be collaborating with other people, having conversations with them, and getting things like together. I guess I want to end this reading with, you will see the success that you want to see, Scorpio. It's starting this month. But the first thing we have to address is how we feel about ourselves internally when it comes to success. And create opportunities based off of that. Okay, my love? If this resonated for you, please go ahead and comment below and let me know. And you can follow me on IG for any daily zodiac readings. I love you, and I hope you're having an awesome day, Scorpio. Bye. Hey, Sagittarius. Welcome to your November 2023 read. We're going to go ahead and hop into these cards, but I did shuffle one off camera to see what your vibe was going to be, and that is passion. With passion, we're talking about conviction, we're talking about interest, we're talking about love, okay? We also had two other cards come out, and that's isolation and love. And together, I think that all three of these cards are kind of coming to multiple conclusions, to be honest. One is that you may have a lot of focus this month. There is potential for love to come in for some of you, for sure, and that may end up becoming like your focus. But I think for the most part, some of you may be going into isolation for your passion, right? For your love. Now, for some of you, you may be kind of taking that as a lonely route, right? We feel alone. We feel like we're doing everything ourselves, something of that nature. But we may be working through it. Almost kind of, I don't want to say hiding behind our passion, but like letting our passion replace the fact that we don't have something. Or maybe that's some advice for you, right? If you're over too focused on your loneliness and your, and you know, the quote unquote lack of love that you have in your life, it may be time to get a hobby. It may be time to find something you're interested in and passionate about. It may be time to refocus your energy on the people who do love you and show up for you every single day. So again, you'll know what message is for you, but let's go ahead and hop into these cards to get some specifics. So what does the zodiac sign Sagittarius need to know about November 2023? What are they experiencing? Knight of Cups. In reverse. Ooh, Five of Pentacles. Upright. Sagittarius need to know about November 2023. What are they experiencing in November? Yes, Knight of Wands, a Page of Wands, and that confirms that passion, right? Three more. Good is coming Sagittarius' way. Come on, Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles at that. Very close to fulfillment. Two more. What good is coming Sagittarius' way in November? Knight of Wands in reverse. So a lot of wands. We're talking Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. That could be who you're dealing with this month. Doesn't have to be. But let's see. Clarity. What does the zodiac sign Sagittarius need to know about November 2023? What are they experiencing in November? Thank you. Eight of Swords. Okay. So I'm going to say right off the gate, and this is pure intuition right now. First of all, wherever you are, it may start snowing in November. And I know that's obvious, but I think it's either going to start snowing really fast and that's going to kind of become your reality really fast. Like it's going to build up quick, or it's going to start really late. And that's going to be surprising because either you didn't expect the snow to come or it just comes. One or the other. I don't know why that's important, but I feel like something about the snow and the weather is going to like change for you and and have a big impact. So right off the back with the Knight of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, it is kind of confirming what we were talking about earlier. I think for some of you, you have felt a little blocked off from love, maybe just a little moody, maybe you've just been really into yourself. And this doesn't have to just be romantically. It may just be like you've been on your own thing, you've been on your own time, you've been isolated. Maybe you've been bored, like maybe like love and family and friends is cool, but like you've been bored, you haven't felt like really passionate about anything. And I think also this could be financially related. If you've been focusing on nothing but work, or maybe the money's just not enough, so you just haven't been even able to focus on any other areas in your life. But I think for a lot of you, there's this left out feeling or this isolation. Like even if you have people, it could be where you live, it could be, I don't know, like something happened at the family function and you know you different than your family. Like it could be anything that's like keeping you from being around. But this month, it seems like something gets you back going. Now, for some of you, it's money. I ain't gonna lie to you. We could be a new opportunity. You start working on something. You start trying new things. You start getting out there. For some of you, someone pulls you out there. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be someone motivating you or telling you like, hey, you should come, da da da. And then it starts to kind of work out. Whether it's love that you're looking for or money that you're looking for, something gets you back going and it starts to bring that sense of fulfillment again. Again, it could be just having a passion for something now. This could be romantic. This could be a hobby. This could be seeing that one person and they just get you going. Again, I said earlier, I see a lot of fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in this reading, but I also see some water, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. I'm gonna be honest with that water sign, and it doesn't have to be because it could be the fire sign. I feel like you may have broken up with this person, or this may be a previous relationship that, you know, caused you to close off in the first place. But, you know, this is general, take it as you will. Otherwise, I feel like something charges you back up, right? And it gets you back out there and gets you back going. And I think it may be like a younger fire sign, or maybe somebody that just has a little more life in them that may give you a talk, may give you an opportunity that makes you want to get back out there. But I'm going to be honest. There's a little self-sabotaging behavior going on. Now, this can be you or this can be someone else, but there is this kind of like wanting more kind of energy or wanting things to go faster. And then we almost kind of lead ourselves back to this place of anxiety and not knowing what we want, right? So being careful about that, Sagittarius. Maybe even feeling like this was nice, like this abundance that came in and charged you up was nice, but it's like it's still not what you want, or it's still not to your liking. So you almost kind of rush and impulsively do something that makes it go in the way that you're used to things going, like the story that you're used to telling yourself. Ooh! So we're being careful about that. And again, this can be someone else as well. This could be you coming in, you and somebody else coming into each other's lives and loving it and having a good time, but then realizing like, you know, like, I don't know, this is not, like, they're not responding the same anymore, and then they start acting weird, and that could be a thing, and that could trigger your story again, like, see, this is why I don't get out there, and this is why, things like that, right? But things do improve, Sagittarius, for sure, and they definitely have the potential to improve. It's just about whether or not you're going to open yourself up to let them change. Some of you could also be planning to travel soon, maybe making plans to change something in your life that's big though, like a big deal, like changing how you move, I'm sorry, how you move, that too, but changing where you live, changing, I don't know, how you do a certain tradition, like you may be trying to change something so you can bring in some fruits. Again, isolation could be a thing for some of you, whether it's intentional or not, because sometimes we be isolated, you know, due to no fault of our own. Clarity. I'm going to actually move into your career, since we did kind of talk a lot about relationships here. I want to see what's going on with finances with you. So what does Sagittarius need to know about their finances in November? How's money looking for Sagittarius? What's this opportunity that's coming for Sagittarius? What do they need to know about November 2023? Thank you. Okay, so first out is Skull, right? So we have a rough patch of some sort, borrowing money, low on cash. Your careers that you could be in is a hospice, like working at a hospice, some type of healer, nurse, something like that. Or you cannot have any work, or you could be in the middle of changing careers, like reinventing yourself, kind of. Okay, and then we have Wings. This is the opportunity that's supposed to be coming in for you. So it says rising above the money issues. Didn't I say that? Ain't I say that the whole reading? Business taking off some sort of profit. So careers that you can be involved in is spiritual work, working in your life purpose. And you'll know, I'm not going to say you're going to know what that is, because some people may say that they don't yet. But I feel like there are things that you are automatically talented in, that you enjoy doing. You may walk into that this month. And then mission work. And then we also have Nugget. Another thing to expect. Oh, come on, camera. Nugget, small increase, valuable info, honest assessment, careers, you can be getting some sort of fresh start, getting some steady work, or you could be building your career. So we've been talking about this all month. So what it looks like overall is that you're in a rough patch. You start to realize what it is that you need to do, whether that's a new job, whether that's taking on some extra hours. Like you kind of get a plan, or you kind of get some info or some information that inspires you to do better. And then we start making money, right? If you aren't doing that this month, and if you feel like you're stuck, or if there's like something that's going on, because I feel like I need to talk to somebody specifically, here's your advice, right? Something has to change. So if you're like, man, I've been in a rough patch forever, or I've been trying to do these things forever, then it's something different, right? So if you've been applying for certain type of jobs and you ain't been getting them, it's time for something different. If money hasn't been working out, and I'm talking about for long stretches of time, it's time to do something different. So if you find yourself this month being like, somebody comes up to you and says something and you're like, that's spot on to what I needed to hear, consider that may be kind of some guidance. It's almost like things start rolling. Specifically, for some reason, I need to say, if you're doing spiritual work of some sort, maybe tarot reading, helping others in some way, it's almost like it takes off a little bit this month, or you have like some sort of bump in clientele, or I don't know, like I said, someone comes and tells you how great you are, something like that. If not, if you have a business, it starts to take off. I just heard for somebody, if you have put down your business, like if you had a business and you haven't been working on it, if you're still passionate about it, I would revisit it, because it's calling. It got some money in there for you, and some passion. It's just maybe time for you to work on your business, work on your idea, whatever that is. Okay, Sagittarius? But it's coming, my love. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and like, share, and comment below to let your girl know. And you can also follow me on IG for daily zodiac readings. I love you, and I hope you're having an awesome day. Bye. Hey Capricorn, welcome to your November 2023 prediction / read. Let's get into it. So I did pull a card off camera to see what your overall vibe, maybe your thoughts or energy would be in November, and we have abundance. Period. Okay, let me get it in there. Now, of course, when we all think of abundance, we think of coin. Okay, we think of money or maybe success. But I also want to counter that, because, it's so interesting that Capricorn would get something about money. But I think it's also an appreciation for the other ways that you may be abundant. Your friendships, your relationships, maybe new opportunities that you didn't have before. So either November is going to bring more of that your way, or it's asking you to focus on other ways of abundance that aren't just monetary. That is the most Capricorn message ever, but I promise I ain't pick it on purpose. I promise it came out on its own. I think this month will make you realize the other areas of your life that are important. Not that you didn't realize them before, but it's almost like you'll feel a new sense of appreciation for those things, right? If not, like I said, it may be asking you to do so. So let's see where this abundance is coming from. What is Capricorn need to know about November 2023? What is Capricorn experiencing in November? I saw it flip. Temperance. What does Capricorn need to know about November 2023? 7 of Cups in reverse. What does Capricorn need to know about November 2023? The zodiac sign Capricorn. What are they experiencing in November? The Emperor. Oops. Yeah, let's make sure that's good and clear. 10 of Cups in reverse. 2 more. What blessings are coming their way in November? Spirit, make it abundantly clear. The Chariot. And what blessings are coming Capricorn's way in November? The Hermit. Right off the bat, intuitively, we're trying to balance everything, maybe pace ourselves in November, because there might be so much to do and so much to pay attention to, so much that you could get into, so much that you could be involved in, right? That we have to pace ourselves in the month of November. But I think some of you could also have a promotion either recently or maybe you're searching for one. For some of you, there may be like a little bit of overwhelm of choice for promotion. Like you have so many ways that you can go about work, money, control, like a project you got going on. Like it's so many things that you could do. Hold on, y'all. But it's almost like, oh, this is a little too much. Like, maybe afraid of choosing the wrong choice or wondering if you chose the wrong choice. But I don't think you did. I think you kind of knew what you were doing. I think you had a lot of control and passion. I keep saying passion, but conviction is the word I'm looking for. You had so much conviction in yourself when you made your decision that you made a good decision. It's just more of how is it affecting the other areas of your life? Because I'm not going to lie to you, there's some disharmony in your relationships, and honestly, I think it all comes around to unrealistic expectations. Somebody, whether it's you or others, are expecting something that either is impossible to get or it's almost like it's unfounded. Like it doesn't make any sense why this person or you would require this out of someone. So 2 examples that I'm thinking of. One is that you start working or focusing on something so much that you start neglecting family and friends. Even if it's unintentionally, it may just be like we're just not as present, or maybe we're not talking as much to someone. Or the second scenario is almost like a romantic situation where someone is expecting you to be super emotional and that may not be your thing, or vice versa. Or, they're expecting you to behave in a certain way that you don't naturally behave, or vice versa. And it's almost like in your mind, you might be thinking like, I'm this way, so why are you acting that way, or vice versa. So that may come up. Also, a side note, some of you could be dealing with a Cancer or an Aries or a Virgo specifically, or a Sagittarius. those 4 signs may be very important to you this month and in your life in some way. But yes, moving on. I feel like you end up kind of getting that together. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. For some of you, it may result in like you needing to take a break from whoever and whatever it is. It may not be all sunshine and rainbows, but it may feel that way for you, or maybe for this person, because you end up getting the space that you need from the situation. Or you maybe do some inner reflection and you realize, okay, well, they may have had a point, or maybe they didn't have a point, so on and so forth. You end up ultimately figuring it out. And for others of you, you do find a middle ground. You're able to talk about it. You're able to come to a conclusion. But that might come up a lot this month. Needing to get back to realizing that you have abundance in more ways than just your money or your schedule or keeping control over things. Like, there are people and things in your life outside of those things that can bring you some type of love and joy. It's almost like a lesson in moderation, right? A lesson in balance. And because we did bring up love, I'm actually going to get into this because I do think your career is fine. Even if you don't think so, Capricorn, it's either coming or you just have a really good hold on things. Like, things are better than you're probably giving credit for. You may be a little overwhelmed by all the things that you have going on, but you got it going on, okay? it's everything. So let's see. What's going on in Capricorn's love and relationships? What's going on Capricorn's relationships in November 2023. What do they need to know about their relationships in November 2023? What do they need to know? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we have It's a Plan, which is all about dating, being asked out on dates. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. It's all about dating, getting asked out on dates, taking someone on dates, things of that nature. Someone being interested in you. We have Meow. And this is all about being playful, kind of being lighthearted, cheery, maybe even mirroring someone's behavior back to you. We have Girl with the Popcorn. Oh God, there's so many messages for this, you guys. Give me a second. Okay, and that's kind of like a person being messy, not thinking about the consequences, doing what they want, despite the fact that they'll have to clean it up later. And then we have Sorry Not Sorry. We have False Apologies. We have I Don't Really Give a X. Okay, I don't care. Harboring hurt or resentment. I'm going to call it straight out. I'm going to call it how I see it. For some of you, not all of you, you may be in a situation that's a little casual. Okay, and one party may be expecting things out of, like I said earlier, expecting things out of the connection than what the parameters allow. So if you guys said that you were just hangout buddies, then you're just hangout buddies to you. But to them, they either may be expecting more of that than what it is reality, or they may be starting to catch feelings. And this could also apply vice versa. So you may have this attitude of I don't care, and you may be kind of moving and behaving and talking in ways that you're not really thinking of the consequences of, because F you, like I don't care. But to them it's a little more serious, or like this may cause an issue because they may feel like you're being a little too distant, or you don't care, or like you're just treating them any old kind of way. And this could also be vice versa. For others of you, there's a happy relationship going on, but then there's kind of some sloppiness when things do get emotional, right? So it's almost like, let's say you're with your partner and I don't know, they do something you don't like, and now you're like kind of, you may freak out on them or say something to them, or you know, kind of get into an energy with them, isolate yourself from them. And then when they come to you, you might be like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Again, and vice versa. Like they may not be trying to see your side of things, or vice versa. Like something of that comes up. So it's almost good in the sense where there's like love and playfulness, but then it's almost like someone's lack of consideration gets in the way, and that causes more problems in the relationship. I will also say that someone wants more dates. So either you are already planning this month to create like fun experiences with your loved one, or again with this person that you're just dating, they may want more of your time. They may want more time with you. They may be mad at you for not planning a date. That may be something that comes up. And again, I think that this situation does resolve itself if it's the romantic situation that came up, because I do think you just pull it together at some point if you want to. This is all about what you want. But if you want to, you end up putting it together, letting them know, like, oh, I do care about you. I just busy. I got work, or I got this going on. You know what I mean? But I also think that explanation could go far if you care about said person, right? So there's some forgiveness that needs to happen as well. But I don't think career is an issue for you at all. So random things that I'm picking up on, again, earlier, as I mentioned, there could be an Aries, Sagittarius, Cancer, or Virgo in your life, heavy, sun, moon, or rising. There's also something about pants, tailored pants, new clothes, new wardrobe, something of that nature. Blonde hair. Flowers, sunflowers maybe, could be specific, but flowers. Something about the subject of flowers may come up. Work, of course. Almost being so focused on your own thing type work. A lot of control, inner work, trying to balance everything, trying to make sure you're giving the proper love and attention to everybody and everything. But that's all I'm saying, Capricorn. Thank you so much for watching this reading. And if it resonated for you, please go ahead and comment below to let your girl know. And follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates. I love you, and I hope you're having an awesome day. Bye. Hey, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for November 2023. I did pull a card off camera to get your theme for the month, so let's hop into that. It is reflection. So reflection is pretty much what it sounds like. You may find that you are seeing a lot of mirrors in your life right now. Maybe even this month is encouraging you to look at people as mirrors. What are they trying to teach you? Why does something frustrate you the way that it does? Why does someone frustrate you the way that it does? Or vice versa. How are you being inspired or encouraged? And what ways do you want to incorporate more of that into your life? So those subjects may continually come up for you this month. That's the theme of the month. There could be a lot of challenges to grow. Maybe not just happening in November, but probably the last couple of months. And maybe even some inspiration that might be coming out. Let's see. What does Aquarius need to know about November? What are they experiencing in November? Two of Pentacles. Excuse me. What does Aquarius need to know about November 2023? What are they experiencing? The Hierophant. What Aquarius is experiencing in November 2023. What do you need to know about November? Oops. Seven of Cups. Three more. What are they experiencing? What does Aquarius need to know about November? What are they experiencing? The Tower in reverse. Two more. What blessings are coming their way in November? Come on. 9 of Pentacles. I mean 10 of Pentacles. Come on. Finances getting together. What does Aquarius need to know about November? 4 of Cups. Which I think might have tried to be in reverse, but we'll see. Okay, Aquarius. So right off the bat, it feels like we're pulling things together. Aquarius, it feels like if something was out of whack, especially when it came to work, when it came to anything material, like getting your house together, getting your finances together, getting your career together, things of that nature, it's almost like we start to pull it together in November. Even if it's not just a start, it's like we're balancing it. So you could be juggling multiple jobs. You could be juggling looking for a new job, something of that nature, but it starts to feel calmer or more put together if it wasn't before, right? Some of you could get really into religion, really into studying your religion, really into exploring yourself in that way. Some of you could also get a mentor this month, someone to help you through some things. There also could be like a juggling of the different aspects of yourself, Aquarius, and that looks like multiple things. There may be the working professional you, there may be the fun loving you, there may be the social you. Like it's almost like we're focusing a lot on those options and the things that we want. Maybe even repairing after some past like craziness and chaos that was going on, whether that's internally or externally. It's like now we're on the mend in the month of November. We're figuring it out. We're creating communities where we need them, or maybe we're starting to feel, for some of you, it's a lot of spirituality going on. Like you're starting to feel spiritually fed in ways that you probably hadn't been before, or just self-discovery, learning new things, and so on. So those things may come into play a lot this month. But I'll be honest, there's a lot of rejection, there's a lot of denial, there's a lot of dissatisfaction, and I think something that may come up for you all, right? Like, things are going well, I'm not gonna lie, but there may be some part, and maybe that's where the mirror comes in. There may be something that comes up this month where you realize that, okay, I got the community back, I got the job going, I'm starting to make some dreams come true, but it's like something still doesn't feel good. It doesn't still feel satisfying to you. And so there may be an aspect of complaining, there may be an aspect of like being disappointed and being like, okay, I'm not feeling, or I'm not experiencing this the way that I thought. You know what I mean? It's almost like a lack of appreciation, which is typically not Aquarius's thing, but it may be just a sense of like, this is still not what I want, and I don't know what it is that I want. So I will pose that question to you, Aquarius, is when we get to this point in the month of November where we figure out that whatever we thought that we needed to feel better didn't make us feel better, let's really dig into that and figure out what would. Right? And if we entertain a person who's being, maybe it's the opposite way around. Maybe things are fine for you, but there's someone around you who can't be positive or can't see the wonderfulness in y'all situation, whatever it is. Maybe on the opposite end, you may want to look into that a little more. Why does that bother us so much? What is that mirroring back to me? Right? There's a lot of sense of daydreaming as well. Like, you have a dream about what it is that you want, or what it is that you deserve, or how things should go. And I won't say that gets denied this month, but I will say that it does. The reality of it may come out. And this could be a person, because I do see cups here, so this could be a relationship, but it doesn't have to be. This can be something else as well, where you realize like, okay, this isn't necessarily what I expected it to be. Like, it was better in your fantasy. Is almost how it feels. And then reality kind of sets in, and we see it for what it is. We appreciate it, but is it what we really want? And then I gotta address something, Aquarius. There may be a point in time where you realize you may be being a little bit too stubborn. There may be some sort of change that's trying to happen in your life. And think more broadly, because this may not be something as like you're moving, you're whatever, get into a new relationship. Like, something in your life is changing, and there's a way of being that you may still be holding on to that's actually like not helping you. It's almost like everything in your life has changed. A lot of craziness has went down. Things have fell apart. The world is blowing up. But it's like there's some piece of that, some piece of yourself, maybe from before that time, that you're still holding on to a little bit. And you're just kind of like, well, it's not matching up to who I feel like I am when it comes to this thing. But the reality of it is, you may not be that person anymore, or you may be in an environment that requires you to be someone new. And I get how sometimes we come to these identifiers, and we like identify with these traits and these ways of being, or these lessons that we were taught when we were growing up, and we hold on to them because that is what makes us feel secure, right? Like we've never switched up, like we know ourselves. But as we grow, and as we change, and as we evolve, and as we get into our spirituality, and as we create new communities and get exposed to new perspectives, and get, and look into new mirrors, we may discover that we have changed. And that's okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into love and relationships, because I feel like there's a love message here. Wicked. I heard witches to counter that. Let's see. What do my Aquariuses need to know? November in their relationships. Two more actually. Spirit, make it abundantly clear. What messages do you have for the Aquarius in their relationships? What they experience in their relationships in November 2023? Anything else? Maybe not too much. Okay, let me go and put these down. I ain't got nothing to say. Wicked, and again I heard witches to counter that. And then we have reckless. Okay. And then we have the unsaid. Okay. There's a little bit of, I don't want to say, like, I heard the word betrayal. I heard the word witches. more so referring to our tarot readers, spiritualists, things of that nature. I don't know if that's something that someone or it's people that you're spending time with, or maybe it's coming up, it's coming up more. I just heard something about candle magic, and this is completely aside. If it does not apply to you, don't worry about it, but it's something that may be coming up, or it may be applied to your situation when it comes to your relationships. But yeah, there might be some type of reckless behavior, some false betrayal. Like maybe someone feels like they're not being their full self in a relationship, or maybe you feel like a relationship is a little volatile, or it's a little, I don't know. I almost get this message of like someone feels like they're not being their full self in their relationships, or in a relationship specifically. Or maybe someone also could be very emotional, but they're also not telling you something. It's almost like you're being confronted with their emotions or their moods, but when you ask like what's wrong, they may not give you anything back to go off of. That keeps coming back. And like I said, you may feel like you're not being yourself fully. There could be some reckless behavior going on, some lie, treat, beware, mischievous behavior. Someone's being dangerous, somebody's being reckless in a relationship. I don't 100% feel that, but that may resonate for some of you. Okay, and then some of you could also be in a relationship dealing with someone who has a tough time expressing their emotions or telling you how they feel. Specifically about you, or specifically about anything that matters. I hate to say that, but they may be struggling with that. So that may be a frustrating theme for you in your relationships, is either you holding back or somebody else holding back. And then there's some recklessness here. I also see some reckless drinking for somebody specific, so be careful. If you're in a long-term relationship, this also can show up as like things being good, but someone being messy and reckless. So it's like everything's okay, but then like, I don't know, one of you just decides to kind of clock out of the connection at some point this month, and that causes a little bit of problems. But like there's no big breakup or nothing that I see, but it just causes issues. Okay, my love. But that's all I am seeing for you for the month of November. If it resonated, please go ahead and comment so below to let your girl know. And follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates and any other spiritual needs. I love you and I hope you're having an awesome day. Bye. Hey Pisces, welcome to your reading for November 2023. Let's go ahead and hop into these cards. I also pulled some cards off camera to get what your theme or energy would be for the month. And we have determination and happiness. Yay, we love to see it. Now, I must say, there's kind of a double-sided message to determination. With determination, we're talking about pushing through. We're almost at the goal. It almost feels like a message of encouragement, right? But we also, if you're feeling tired, if you feel like you just don't got no more to give, it's also a request for you to ask for help if you need it. Happiness is self-explanatory. Feeling happy, for some of you feeling content, kind of like easy going, nothing too crazy is happening. But I will say, if you are feeling this happiness this month, or if you find yourself feeling content and like you kind of tap into the fact that like nothing new is really going on, like you might be pushing towards a goal, but everything's all good, lean more into that. Pay some attention to it just the way that we as humans pay attention to like all the negativity. Because there's something important there. Like if things were bad before and they're better now, I hate to use the word gratitude, but express some gratitude. Lean into that energy, okay, Pisces? So let's see. What does, I'm going to put that back because that might not be for you. What does Pisces need to know about November 2023? What are they experiencing in November? Two of Swords. What does Pisces need to know about November 2023? Pentacles in reverse. What was that? The Seven of Pentacles. Okay. King of Swords. Upright. What does the zodiac sign Pisces need to know about November? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. What is Pisces experiencing? What blessings are coming to the zodiac sign Pisces in November? Seven of Swords. Interesting for that to come out when I say blessings. What blessings are coming out? What blessings are coming towards Pisces in November 2023? What blessings are coming towards Pisces? The zodiac sign Pisces in November 2023. Okay, it's a lot going on, but we got the Star. So one of your blessings for sure is hope. I would also say something gets revealed. I know when we see Seven of Swords, we always think backstabbing type of vibes, or like, you know, somebody's sneaking, someone's lying and cheating and manipulating. But I think in this case, whatever's revealed is actually something that helps you clarify some things that you may have been trying to figure out for a long time. If you've been confused, or if you felt lost, or for some of you, not even lost, like floating feeling, like you don't really have a direction. You're just kind of there. You're just kind of doing your day-to-day, going to work, blah, 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 blah. It almost feels like something gets revealed, something gets told, even within you. And that ends up sparking the joy and the determination that we see for this theme of the month, right? We also have Hermit that came out in your blessings question. The Chariot, which I knew was coming out because I think it kind of goes towards of like determination, you putting the energy toward your goals, so on and so forth. Love to see that. And then we have the Ten of Cups in reverse, right? But we'll get into that. And this is it in reverse. There was some confusion or angst. Maybe it still is some confusion or angst of the unknown. Maybe being unsure of yourself, confused or conflicted within at least the last few months or so, right? Maybe some impatience with something that you wanted to do work-wise, or just in general impatience. Like maybe it was something you were trying to do, but then you gave up on it a little bit too soon. For some of you, this may have looked like a setback. You were trying to go towards something and it wasn't really, you know, like whatever reason, something unexpected happened and now you had to take a break from it, or you were focused on one area so you didn't have a chance to focus on something that you wanted to do, or focus on some sort of from some sort of goal. For some of you, this is long time coming. Like I'm picking up that like you have been like feeling like you were set back for a long time, and you've kind of not been able to get out of this rut. So for some of you, I've got this why try energy. Why even try? Why even bother? Why even try to get in this relationship? Why even try to do this passion project? Like I'm getting that sort of energy. Maybe there's a little bit of imposter syndrome. You know, you want to go after something. You want to write something. You want to draw something. There's something in your heart that you want to bring out and forward. But why try? You know, I'm too old. I'm too this. I'm too that. And so you've put it down, and especially once that setback happened, you've really put it down. And I think this month you get inspired. You get your determination back. You get your happiness back. You get your flow back. This could be due to a air sign, which is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. There could be some sort of communication coming in, spending time with them. Or it could just simply be that you clarify what it is that you want. Like now you're thinking clearly. And so you realize, oh, crap. I put that thing down a long time ago and I never picked it back up. Let me get back to that, right? We get hope. Hope is restored. Okay? We're no longer confused anymore. I don't really see too much romance here. And I feel like this may be career related. So I'm going to get into career and see if we can clarify. So what does Pisces need to know about their career and finances in November? I'm not going to have to shuffle along at. Oh, okay. We have gold. You have sword. One more. What does zodiac sign Pisces need to know about November 2023 and their finances? Crown. Yay! I love all of these cards for you. So as you can see, Crown says overcoming obstacles, power play, and wealth. Careers, you can be an owner, a boss. You can start taking charge and making progress, which is what we were talking about. And then we also have sword, money conflicts, cutting corners, breakthrough. Careers could be law, a pay cut, or being fired. But I don't think you guys are going to get fired. But if it resonates, it resonates. But yes, I think you overcome whatever this obstacle is, whatever this setback is. And again, it could be that you're inspired. It could be that you realize that you have been kind of like asleep. So a scenario that I'm picking up is that somebody just been kind of just going with the flow. Like I said, you're getting up, you're doing your routine, you're going to work. It's the same thing every single day. And that's kind of where you've been for a while. So if there is some sort of setback, you do get fired, something bad happens, you know, whatever. Then it kind of makes you snap back into it and you realize, oh crap, let me get back into doing what I need to do. Let me get back to this job. Let me get back to this kid. Whatever it is that you had put down that actually got you going. And that gets us here. Gold. We're talking about solid finances, investing, integrity, deep values. You could be into banking and being in a long-term position or a satisfying career, which we love to see. But sometimes we know with satisfaction and like ease comes complacency. Okay, so we're satisfied, but then we realize like, oh shoot, we got to get our stuff together. And I'm not saying anybody's going to lose their job specifically, but I think some type of setback, some sort of situation, talking to somebody who's inspirational or intelligent kind of snaps you back into, oh, I need to go after that goal. And I don't know, I get this feeling that I need to pull for your love too. Y'all probably going to be the only ones I do this for, so don't tell the other signs. But what does Pisces need to know about their love and relationships in November? Oh, okay. So yeah, you may have to get rid of somebody this month. Okay, it says taking out the trash, dumping that loser, cutting emotional ties, emotional clearing, self-love, and spring cleaning and healing. So yeah, it could be some healing going on. Even if you don't cut somebody off, I just heard the loser inside of you. You may cut off that person. That's so cute. But yes, there may be somebody that you need to cut ties with, or you may start loving yourself a little bit more. And this also could be advice for you, Pisces, as well. I hate to say that, but if you know you're dealing with somebody or something that's kind of pulling you down, maybe it's time to cut the rope. Okay, my love? But that is all I'm saying for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for listening to this reading. And if it resonated for you, please comment below and let your girl know. And follow me on Instagram for daily zodiac readings, spiritual information, and clarity. I love you, Pisces. Have a good night. I love you, Pisces. Bye. Hey, Aries. Welcome to your reading for November 2023. And I did pull a card before we began to get your overall theme of the month, which is growth. And growth is self-explanatory. We may be seeing a lot of growth this month in your projects, in your work, in your person, which is really where I'm feeling it, is that you're probably growing as a person. This card is obviously symbolic of nature and the beautiful ways that we see ourselves grow in nature, or things grow in nature. But sometimes that may involve you having to prune a little bit, okay? And so I think for some of you, there may be some people you have to cut off, some behaviors and habits that you may be working to cut off this month as well. But let's see what the cards say. What does the zodiac sign Aries need to know about November? Two of Pentacles. What does Aries need to know about November 2023? The High Priestess. Standing on business is what I heard. What does Aries need to know about November? The Fool. What's the zodiac sign Aries needs to know about November? Oh, the Ace of Cups. Knight of Cups in reverse. What does zodiac sign Aries need to know about November? Wow. King of Cups. Okay. Water sign energy may be relevant for you. We have Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. A lot of water energy. So a lot of emotions, a lot of things going on maybe in your relationships and internally when it comes to self and how we feel about ourselves, so on and so forth. The first thing I get is that a lot of you are standing on business. I said that while I was shuffling, but because with the High Priestess, I immediately saw her laptop, and then I see with this Two of Pentacles, we are focused on work, we are focused on our business. And again, this doesn't just have to be money related either. Whatever it is that you are, like if you told yourself last month into this month, like I need to focus again on X, your fitness, your I don't know, getting your life together, getting your hair together, whatever. Whatever you told yourself you were focusing on, it's almost like you're just focused on getting balanced again, Aries. It almost feels like that's what's going on. So again, you may be balancing multiple jobs. Again, you may be, you just like work is regular, life is regular, but there may be something else that you're putting your passion and energy into so that you can get yourself feeling back leveled, okay? So this may result, when we have the High Priestess, this may result in being a little more quiet, being a little more reserved, learning when to talk and when not to talk. For some of you, being very well put together, not even just dressed, but looking the part that you want, like looking the way you want people to receive you may come up as well. So you may just like be taking how you put outfits together very seriously, or things of that nature. Maybe you've been thinking things over lately and you're like, okay, I need a new start. I need new beginnings. I need new connections. So I think this month you're going to get them. If it's either you're seeking them or you're going to get them, but I do think they are coming to you. You may have a newfound hope, newfound optimism with something. that you probably didn't have before. You may have felt weighed down before. I think this could be romantic, whatever this new thing is, but I also think it's a newfound optimism, awareness, hope. Like, I just feel like you got charged back up into doing something. Like I said, let's say it's working out. Whereas you might have been slacking off the last couple of months. This month, it's like you're taking it so serious and like you're in it and you're like going for it as you should. I do think a lot of you are going, if you're not already in a relationship, Aries, I do think a lot of you are going to either like possibly start a new relationship. Doesn't have to be romantic, doesn't have to be anything too serious or long term, but if you're looking for love or some type of friendship or connection, you may find that this month or get excited about something this month. I just heard for people who are in relationships, again, you may get that spark back in your relationship. Again, for some of you, I just heard traveling is just coming as it is going. Like, you guys go and do something to like liven things up again if you weren't before. Now, for my single people or people who resonate with this, you may have to cut someone off. There may be someone that is more just not your speed. Or maybe that's something you're considering, like wondering if they're slowing you down from finding what you're actually looking for. And I guess that's the message a little bit, is that in order to get this growth, in order to see the change that you want to see, this new person who's going to come in and give you all the things, the emotional maturity and the thoughtfulness and the sweetness and the kindness that you want, we got to get rid of this. We got to get rid of moody, jealous, foolishness. Okay, we got to get rid of this so that we can have this. And I'm sorry if I'm looking over, guys. I have a mirror so I can see myself and make sure I'm in the screen. But yes, that may have one thing has to go. Now, if this is not a person, this is something you may realize within yourself. If you find yourself blocking off love, you've lost hope in love or lost hope in good people. Because some of you could be in a relationship, but you could feel like people suck. So you love your partner, but like anytime you try to make a friend, you like, you know what I mean? You may need to realize that, hey, I need to stop thinking like that. I need to stop talking like that. I'm a little elusive and moody, and this person been trying to get close to me, and I'm the one that's been kind of like pushing them away. You know, it's almost like we're transforming from this night energy into this king energy, okay, in this month, which is a good thing. Right? We're realizing where we may be causing problems for ourselves, especially if things are going so well in every other aspect. It's like easy to be like, what else can I fix? And so we almost go inside and be like, hey, this is an area where we could do better. So let's do better, Aries, okay? Because it's coming. If you're looking for love, it's on the way. I genuinely feel like that. I feel like somebody needed to hear that. If you're looking for love, if you're looking, and not just love, if you're looking for community, right? You're looking for your tribe, it's coming. And not to say that anything that happened before was your fault, because I don't think it was for some of you. But whatever it is that was going wrong, now we just have to be open to receive. Because whatever that blockage was, whoever those people were, non-factors. We're moving on to better. Okay, my love? So let's get into your career, because we talked about love. So let's see what's going on with your finances and career in November. Aries, what does zodiac sign Aries need to know about their career and finances? Make the message abundantly clear from these spirit guides. What is the zodiac sign Aries experiencing? Come on, cup. And y'all just keep getting these cups, so I don't know. Come on. And that says overflowing prosperity, full or empty bank account. Careers could be nurturing, taking care of business, like getting in that energy, and then feeling fulfilled. What does Aries need to know? What does zodiac sign Aries need to know about their finances and careers in November 2023? Make the message clear to me. So just give me one more. Thank you very much. Okay, and then we have Tower. We have earning. It says Tower. We have Tower. It says earning power, building a business, and making sound decisions. Careers could be corporate job, working in power of some sort, and then being in an unstable position. And then we have eggs. Eggs says starting over, saving up, resources, nest egg. You could be into healthcare, taking on new opportunities, or into insurance. So, y'all take those careers as y'all see fit. But I do think you guys are increasing your earning power. This can be in the form of getting a new job, promotions, taking on some extra money, your side business is going up, something of that nature. But I will say that I think some of you are starting over in some type of way. If you resonate with leaving one job to get another, that's for you. But I don't fully feel like that. I feel like for some of you, if there's a project, or if there's, and like if you were in a negative energy as far as your work and your money goes, I feel like you kind of feel revitalized this month, and you start, like, you scrap everything and you try to do something new. Like, it's almost like it's not a full starting over. It's like, I think I said it the other day in my daily read, so follow me on Instagram. But there was this energy of like, it's not starting over. It's almost like a continuation. You know what I mean? Like something you had been doing a certain way for a long time, and you kind of stopped, or maybe you just got discouraged or whatever. Now it's like, oh no, I know what I'm doing now, or I know what I want to change, or it's like you kind of start the process over again. So that starts working out for you. So money's flowing to you almost abundantly, so, and or like the ability for you to earn more just comes into your lap this month. So money's looking really, really good. Okay, if you're questioning whether or not you're making right decisions right now when it comes to your career and finances, you're making a sound decision. If you don't know if it's sound, make sure it's sound before you make the decision this month, for sure. And there does need to be a sense of saving up. I don't know why I'm getting a visual of like someone transferring funds. So if that may be relevant to you in some type of way, let me know in the comments. But saving up money, or maybe keeping one account empty, like your spending account empty, and putting all your monies in savings. Like, I don't know, you'll know what that means when the time comes, but it may be time to save, or maybe pay attention to your savings. Maybe you hit a goal with your savings and now you can like move on to something else. But it's almost like you're trying to financially prepare for stuff, which is why we're standing on business this month. Okay, Aries? But things are looking good, Aries. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If this resonated for you, or if you want to claim it, go ahead and comment below to let your girl know. And follow me on IG for daily zodiac readings, spiritual advice, and clarity. I love you, Aries. I really do. Bye. Hey Taurus, welcome to your reading for November 2023. And as you can see, you already have a spread because I was not recording. So I'm gonna start over and I'm gonna tell you what was going on. So the card that I picked off camera to tell you what your vibe would be for the month, the theme, the message that you may receive all month is energy, right? And this card is obviously talking about the energy you put into things, maybe even the energy that you are receiving. More specifically, looking at your cards now, I think we are going to be discussing the energy that you're putting into something, whether that be your career, your relationships, projects, whatever this month, but also maybe even paying attention to the energy that you're receiving from other people. And that may come up as well. Almost like a match energy type of situation, but we'll see as we go. So the first card out that you had was the Ten of Pentacles, and we let us see that. Then you got the Three of Swords in reverse. Then you got Six of Wands upright. We love to see that as well. Then we have the Hermit. Ten of Cups in reverse. And Page of Pentacles. Okay. November is definitely a good month for success for you, for community, for building your legacy. Maybe that's something that you are focusing on this month. Like, again, back to that energy, the energy that you're putting into things. So the more energy you put into it, the more you'll see success this month. And it could be small success to you, right? People giving you accolades for doing wonderful things. Maybe you accomplished something that you've been trying to accomplish. Maybe you've been trying to I heard for somebody set something up for your children. You may get to it this month. It's almost like things are building. Money's okay. Money's flowing. If nothing else, you feel a sense of an accomplishment, which is great, right? But there's also some non-committal energy that comes out. Now, of course, we can use the word non-committal for relationships, but I'm also feeling like, Taurus, it may be something that you put down at some point and just haven't picked back up, right? Maybe there's even a little bit of impatience, you know what I mean? Because you were doing it for so long and it wasn't really giving you the results that you It wasn't giving you the results that you wanted to, or maybe it just got boring, whatever, but you kind of put it down. It's almost like it's still a dream of yours, but the delay of it all, it taking so long, it not really being like bringing in what you wanted to bring, made you put it down. Maybe even a little self-doubt came out as well. So it's almost like you're seeing this success, Taurus, in one area of your life. Maybe you saw it before, right? It was like a previous success, but then it's like now we get scared and we put it all down. Maybe somebody doesn't feel worthy of this success, of this love, of this relationship, of this accomplishment, whatever the case may be, kind of deep down, right? It's a little disharmony that goes on this month that might cause that. Procrastination is a big word too. So it may not even be that you put it down. It may just be that you're taking forever to start, right? It's about the energy you put into it, Taurus. So it's like the message overall is like, you'll see the progress, you'll see the benefits and the fruits of your labor, the more energy you put into it. And I think of course you know that, right? But it's easier said than done. So you may go into hermit mode. You may need to take a vacation so you can get your mind right. You come up with all of these different things so that you can reflect and so that you can work and so that you can focus and maybe even get away from a little bit of chaos and some disharmony from a previous relationship, if I can pick up the cards, from a previous relationship, or maybe at home, because there could be some trouble at home. I'm sensing for some of you guys. Not necessarily arguments, but drama, messiness, annoyances, stuff like that. That can be getting in your way as well. So you may have to take a break from it or find ways. But it's just like, let's not get so into breaking and getting away from something that we never come back to what we were really focused on, right? And for some of you, you haven't ever let a loss go. And I don't feel like this loss is romantic. It could be, right? And it could be somebody passing away. I don't 100% feel that. But it's like something that happened a while ago that you've been letting be the reason why you don't do something. It's like, oh, well, that messed me up before. I ain't doing that again. Or, love hurts. I ain't doing that again, right? So this month, it's almost like you're either overcoming that or you're proving yourself wrong, or maybe you even just realize that, like, dang, I'm procrastinating because I'm scared, or I'm doubtful, or even though you have the proof that it's successful, right? Money's coming in, accolades is coming in. You're seeing that you could actually do this. So what's the holdup? You actually did lose somebody, understandably so. You may be kind of holding yourself back, but make sure that you are expressing that or finding ways to get that out and not just like harboring and suppressing that within yourself. Let yourself release that so you can actually take participation into your life and into the goals that you set for yourself. It's okay to grieve. Nothing's wrong with that. But healthy grieving, actually getting it out, actually putting your mind towards something, And when you have moments where you can't, don't. But don't let it debilitate you, is my advice. At least if that's what the message is coming here. It's almost letting it affect what else you could possibly have. Also, there could be a lot of generosity that comes up too, Taurus. People being kind, wanting to give things to you. Again, it could be promotions. It could be, just kind words, like stuff like that. I feel like there's some generosity that might be surrounding you in November as well. So let's see what's going on in your love and relationships, because I know we talked a lot about career, so I want to see what else is there. What does Taurus need to know about their relationships in November 2023? What does the zodiac sign Taurus need to know about their relationships in November? I thought I saw a flip. I did. What is Taurus experiencing in their relationships and love in November? Ooh, so much. Okay. All right, we got Team Awesome. Y'all have a lot of cards. You have Team Awesome. Sorry, y'all. I've been trying to work with this blur. Team Awesome, Groom. Okay. Gratuity. And feel free to pause the video if you want to read these. And then we have Hello. For somebody very specific, a ghosting may be important in November. It may have even happened in October, where somebody ghosted somebody that you like. If you were really into or vibing with somebody and they just disappeared off the face of the earth, or maybe you just missed someone that no longer is in your life anymore. So there's kind of like that empty space that needs filling, but that may only be for a few of you. We also got Mall Crawl, which talks about being on the hunt, kind of like dating, doing some retail therapy, being presently surprised, finding something good. And then we have Skater Girl, skating along, sliding along, going on dates. Basically being pretty casual, being adaptable, not really caring. And then we have Gesso Done. Okay. Mentally tapped, emotionally spent, physically drained, spiritually depleted. So that could be a lot of the ways that you all are feeling. It seems like a hodgepodge of things. Some of you may be chilling, relaxed, don't really care, especially when it comes to romantically. Like, your relationships are fine. So if this isn't for you, don't try to make it fit, because it may not be for you, right? But for some of you, it may just be very relaxed. Relationships are pretty good. If you're dating, it's okay. And for some of you, you're like, nope, can't do it, can't take it, can't, deal again if there's a loss, if there's a breakup, something that you're still kind of struggling with. And you miss somebody, or you may be kind of being really thoughtful or trying to figure out what it is that you want next romantically. That may be somebody's vibe as well. But otherwise, I see people in happy relationships, feeling abundant, maybe even if you're not in a relationship, you may be just happily dating, enjoying the company of the people that you are around. Some of you may be getting married or are happily married, and things are just working out for you, right? Although there may be some disharmony, but I think it has something to do with the career. And I'm going to call it straight, because someone's lacking motivation, or someone's being kind of like a negative Nancy, kind of like a weight in the situation. It's like someone's trying to move forward, and there's somebody who just doesn't agree, or they have these issues. They always coming up with some reason to have a problem. And so that may be weighing the relationship down. And remember, this doesn't have to be romantic. None of my readings, they're so general that it could be anything. So if you know that this applies to another dynamic and not in your home or in your relationship, that's fine. But there's something that goes on there as well. It may be a little bit of an annoyance. And you may realize, like, this person is annoying me because I love them to death, but dang, are they getting in my way? Or again, vice versa, right? Because it almost feels like we're with a partner and we're committed and we're spending time and we're like focused, and we both have like the same goals in life, but it's like almost like somebody's not participating. And it could be because they are still mourning a loss, feeling down on themselves, whatever the case may be, and that's what's getting in the way. So it's almost like this middle space of being grateful and happy and good, but then also kind of feeling this procrastination and this weight that goes on, okay? But I do see a lot of positive relationships in your life. And I will say that about Tauruses specifically. You guys typically have really healthy, happy relationships outside of your romantic ones. Like, you foster healthy, kind relationships with people, which is great. So that maybe what you're experiencing is a lot of that. Being surrounded by your people and being gracious and being happy for them and proud to have them in your life. You just may be missing something romantic, or you may be missing something, a relationship with a parent that you would want to improve, something like that. But it feels good either way. It feels happy. Okay, my love? But that is all I am seeing for you for November 2023. If this resonated for you, please go ahead and comment below and let your girl know. And follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates, spiritual coaching, and everything else spiritual. Have a wonderful day, my love. Bye. Hey, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for November 2023. Let's hop into these cards. I did shuffle some off camera so that we can get the overall theme for your month. And we got pain and protection. I promise they're not as bad as they seem. Okay, so with pain, the overall message is kind of like you're going through something, and how can you basically make room and make space for yourself to either get through it, feel that pain, whatever the case may be. Protection is kind of a similar message. How can you feel secure during this time? How can you protect yourself better at this time? So finding that balance between feeling secure and then kind of also transmuting that energy at the same time, like pushing through it, okay? So let's see what this is all about. Because I genuinely don't feel like you're going to experience very much pain in November, Gemini. I just wonder if this is old pain that needs to be worked through. So let's see. We have the Emperor in upright. This is zodiac sign Gemini. What are they experiencing in November? King of Wands in reverse. What is Gemini experiencing in November 2023? What is zodiac sign Gemini experiencing in November? Thank you. The Devil. I'll cover those up for YouTube's sake. The Devil. Upright. 4 of Wands. In reverse. 8 of Wands. Upright. One more. What is the zodiac sign Gemini experiencing in November 2023? Okay. So signs that could be important and relevant to you this month is a Capricorn, a Cancer. Oh, correction. An Aries. Could also be of the other fire signs, Leo or Sagittarius. They may be relevant too. Does not have to be, but they may come up a lot, or you may talk to them a lot, something of that nature. Also, the color red may be relevant this month in some way. Yeah, I don't know why, but that just keeps coming up, like wearing a lot of red or painting something red, or something about red. Okay, so moving forward, I think you guys are doing a lot of leading this month. You could be an entrepreneur. You could have some sort of business, some sort of plan. Maybe, especially if you didn't have one before. And it doesn't even have to be in your financial life. This could be like this could be that you didn't really have like a direction, or you were kind of floating, or you know, were in between something in some way, and now you know what you want and you're going after it. I do think that this may be work for a lot of you, but now that you have like a vision, you're going after it. So I do think you could be leading. Some of you could have been recently promoted to a leadership role, or again, you just feel like you can take charge in your life, like you're actually taking action this month. But on the flip side, there's something that's going on, like somebody needs some freedom. Somebody needs to kind of look at the bright side of things. It's almost like we're so focused on trying to, I don't know, get results. But with all of that ambition comes a little bit of impatience. I'm gonna lie. A little bit of assertiveness, maybe being a little too assertive, or too, like almost jumping the gun is something that I'm picking up. I can't think of a specific scenario, but if you're leading a change in some sort of way, the way you go about leading it may cause more problems for you. Maybe you're getting so caught up in like the drama and the stress of it all that you are overlooking doing things the quote unquote right way, or creating some sort of pathway or that's sustainable. I hope I'm making sense, but it's almost like we're just being irrational. We're going after things. Even if you have a plan, it's almost like the plan doesn't consider certain important aspects or details. So being careful about that this month. And maybe perhaps this is outside of you. Like you have a plan to fix all of this, to fix the drama, to fix the stress, to fix, you know, someone needing some type of liberation, or voices being heard, or freeing yourself of a problem that you've been having, right? But you're definitely going at it in an assertive manner, but there's a lot of impatience here. You want to see results and you want to see them fast now. and anything else is just unsatisfying to you. So I guess that's where that pain is coming from, right? Maybe you're sympathizing with someone, feeling their pain, right? And so that's where the protection is coming from. You want to fix it. You want to get involved. You want to, like, that's where the leadership is coming from. I'm doing this so I can protect my family. I'm doing this so I can protect these people. I'm doing this so I can protect myself, right? But we're almost moving a little too quickly, Gemini. Or again, I don't want to say skipping over the needs of others, but it's something where we have a blind spot to. And when I say we, I do mean you. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure you don't feel excluded. The good news is whatever this situation is does bring a lot of healing. There may be a lot of pain, but what comes after pain? Healing, right? So although something may be disappointing, annoying, frustrating, aggravating, even motivating, right? Eventually we kind of roll over into feeling better about the situation, seeing some results, stuff, things of that nature. That's so interesting. Okay, so let's move into your love and relationships, and let's see what's there. What does Gemini need to know about their love and relationships in November? What are they experiencing in their love and relationships? One more. Anything else in Gemini's love and relationships? Thank you very much. Okay, first card out, blowing bubbles, which says fun, loving, bubbly, manifesting, embracing the moment, airy, flowing, being in the now, sweetheart. Romance, infatuated, want you back, courting, gentleman, surprise, treating you well, and saying sorry. And we also have growth, the popcorn. Feel free to pause these too if y'all want to look at them yourselves. But we have going out, excess, escapism, little regard for consequence, creating a mess, and not paying attention. And we also have the siren. Okay. Alluring, seductive, enticing, mysterious, vindictive, threatening, rebellious. That's a great word for your reading. Rebellious. Yes, some rebellious energy going on. Rebelling against the norm. Okay. But is there risk in that, right? Okay, so there's some love going on, right? If you are a single Gemini, I don't think love is at the forefront of your mind right now. There might be some cute little people in your life. Some cute little relationships and people that you might be flirting with, you know, hanging out with. For some of you, if you're in a relationship, you may be spending more time going out or trying to create new experiences with your, you know, your boo or beau. Like y'all are trying to get out there. Like a relationship is pretty flow. But again, if you're single, it may not be on your mind at all. Because you may have whatever this other thing is it's on your mind, and that's what you're trying to fix. That's what you're trying to focus all of your energy on. So it's kind of hard for anybody to get in there romantically. And again, even if they're in there, they're not a problem this month, kind of. So it's just like, that's why they're not coming up in your reading as like something. They're just being sweet, being the light of your life as they normally do. So it's not really something that you have to worry about. So now you shifted your energy to this. I think the siren may be you, because there is some rebellious energy in your relationship. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone like kind of came to you and discussed it, or said like, hey, you kind of neglected me, or hey, you know, don't forget about me, or, you know, like while you're going out and you're doing all of these things, just make sure you're present for us. There also may be someone around you. There's two things coming up for me, but there also may be someone around you. I feel like there's a woman potentially who is very she always at you. And you may have to deal with her this month. I don't see a solution or that's anything necessary, but I do just feel like you may get a little annoyed by this person. If you weren't already annoyed with them before, it's almost like they're like extra energy. Also, whistleblower just came to my mind. So I don't know if whoever this person is like telling on you, or, you know, doing something to you, or if you're whistleblowing on something, you know, that's not working in society, in your life, and you're just being the one to do the hard things and say what's up, which Gemini be doing sometimes. But that may be coming up. Otherwise, things look pretty good. Just be careful about going out a lot. And yes, you're having fun and you're enjoying yourself, but I just wonder if we're going out too much, or if we are, like I said, ignoring some sort of detail, so focused on the drama, so busy trying to move, so busy trying to make moves, that there's some other area of our life that's we're creating a mess in. Okay, Gemini? And yeah. Money looks good, at least decently so, but I just think that there may be some impatience around making more of it. Okay, my love? But that's all I'm seeing for you in November 2023. If this resonated for you, please go ahead and comment below and let your girl know. And follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates, coaching, and everything spiritual. I love you, and I hope you're having an awesome day. Bye. Hey Cancer, welcome to your reading for November 2023. Let's hop into these cards. I did pre-shuffle beforehand to get a theme of the month from this other deck, so let's see. You got Ghost. Hold on. Say hi to Nala. Can you let me work, please? Sorry about that, y'all. So ghost is pretty much talking about the obvious, maybe a ghost from your past maybe coming back, but also this can be something that's repressed or something that you forgot about, like some reoccurring issue revisiting as well in the month of November. I feel like that's more of where things are going for you, Cancer. A reoccurring problem, something that you may feel like it always happens to you, good or bad, where you're just like, oh, I'm noticing this thing, it keeps happening, or it keeps coming up. And it may be something that you have to deal with or maybe address or even accept in some cases, okay? So let's hop in. What does the zodiac sign Cancer need to know about November 2023? What will the zodiac sign Cancer experience? Come on, coin. Ace of Pentacles. What will Cancer experience? Eight of Pentacles in reverse. What will the zodiac sign Cancer experience in November 2023? Nine of Swords in reverse. What will the zodiac sign Cancer experience? There's Temperance. It did do a little flippy flip, but I'll keep it upright. Two more. What is Cancer experiencing in November? Seven of Swords in reverse. And one more. What is Cancer? What is zodiac sign Cancer? What blessings are coming to Cancer in November? Okay, Five of Wands. Okay, Cancer. So the immediate message that I'm getting is that you are being presented with some sort of opportunity in November. This feels like a new task. This feels like a new idea. Maybe even something you start yourself, but you're hoping that it will bring not only financial stability, but it'll bring some sort of income. It will bring some sort of purpose to you and your family and your loved ones in the future. The problem is we're not working on it. The problem is we're not working on it, or if we are working on it, we are trying to take shortcuts. We are, sporadic with our output. We're not consistent. And I think that has a lot to do with comparison. I also believe that, especially with this ghost, there's some narratives that we have kind of rooted in our brain that keeps coming up this month. And that, I think, is what we keep revisiting. Whether you, Cancer, are thinking to yourself, why do I do this? Or if you are allowing yourself to do certain things because of whatever this narrative is, I think it may be something that you have to look through and think about in the month of November. For someone specific, it's comparison, right? So we get online, just like Lil Ma'am here. We get online, we get on our phones, we talk to a friend, and we get to saying, man, I'm not that good. Or we say, I am that good, but why are they getting chosen over me? And don't get me wrong, I don't think hater, Cancer, because I know somebody is like, I'm not no hater. But sometimes we get like that. You know what I'm saying? We can still appreciate what people have going on and still kind of think, why not me? Or I'm doing something just as cool. Why aren't I taking off like them too? Something of that nature. But even if it's completely unrelated to that, even if it's in a completely different situation, there may be this, oh, I'm getting so much stuff. Okay, hold on. There may be just this narrative of negativity that you keep bringing up that probably has happened to you. Like it started at some point when you were younger, or maybe in a younger relationship or something like that, and you've kind of carried it on. For some of you, I really do think this is like from childhood, or like the way you were parented. There's a way you may talk to yourself, or the way you may think about your abilities that may be affecting you. There's also potentially some what do they call that? Imposter syndrome. Maybe feeling like you could do something, right? But then you just kind of rather chill, and you'd rather just feel your emotions, and you'd rather just, you know what I mean? Kind of wallow. That may come up as well. But it's about balancing all of those things. Honestly, it's about ebbs and flows in life, Cancer. Sometimes, you don't have to be so severe with yourself. You don't have to be so all or nothing, because I think also some of you may be working on it, but then there's like a burnout that happens because you may, let's say for a week straight, you're like, own it, and then after that you get burnt out. We're not balancing our time at all and saying, I'm gonna do this for an hour, but then I'm gonna go rest, or it's like literally all or nothing, which typically everybody loves, you know what I'm saying, but not in this case. Not if it's taking you out, and not if it's keeping you from mentally being excited about the things that you want to bring into your life. But towards the end of the month, maybe even the middle, honestly, the sooner we address these things, the faster I think we'll be able to get through it, Cancer. Because I do think that you can compete. That's the message that I'm getting from the Five of Wands. Although this is a card of conflict sometimes and can be a card of like negative competition or like people talking all over each other and too many cooks in the kitchen type situation. I think for you in particular, this is saying like there are people pushing you, right? There are you can use these people you might be comparing yourself to, or these situations you might be comparing yourself to, and say, I can compete. Which I don't think you ever thought about it. Well, not thought that you could, or that you could chase your dream, or whatever you're trying to do. But I do think that you may allow certain things to get into your mind and keep you from doing what you want to do. Okay? So this month you realize you can't compete. Excuse me. Maybe you start putting your ideas out there. Maybe you start, you know what I'm saying, giving people a run for their money, because you do have talent. You do have passion. You do have other things you want to do. And also, I do want to add, think broadly. Don't think too close to, I don't know, work or even entrepreneurship or something like that. You can even think like if you wanted to build a house, or if you've been trying to change your wardrobe, or if you've been trying to go to the gym and like, you know, do some personal growth and development. There are things that you can do. I mean, you can compete in those ways. Like instead of just sitting back, now you're actually getting into it in the month of November. There may be an honest conversation that comes up too this month between you and somebody. Like you may need some perspective. Either you give it or they give it to you. But I'm going to be honest, Cancer, it feels like it's coming towards you. I wouldn't be surprised if someone says something to you or reminds you of something that kind of sticks for the rest of November. To give an example, I could see it being like you sit down and you talk to your partner and they're like, hey, I noticed that you're super talented, but you do this thing when you, I don't know, where you self-deprecate every day, or you're not consistent with it. And I just feel like if you did this, you'd be able to get it done. And at first you might get mad, or at first you might be like, what the heck? But then you realize like, wait a minute, they got a point. Like they calling me out, but I needed to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So be open to that this month as well. Let's get into, I kind of want to get into your love and relationships, only because we did cover your career and finances, but let's see. What is going on with Cancer's relationships in November 2023? What is zodiac sign Cancer experiencing in their relationship? Oh, I seen it. Where'd it go? There it is. Hello. Sorry, y'all. Still working with this camera here. What is Cancer? What is going on in Cancer's relationships in November 2023? Ooh. Okay, and there's Who's Walking Who that actually was flipped up earlier. Blowing bubbles. I don't know. Pet may be significant in your life. I don't know why that's popping out to me, but it is. Like there may be something going on with your pet that's significant. Let me put that back. Clarity. What's going on in Cancer's relationships in November 2023? The first thing that I'm getting is that, okay, there we go, bride. Okay. And of course, feel free to pause any of those. But with hello, with someone being distant and distracted, and then who's walking who. Maybe some type of control or power issues being led on, getting pulled or overwhelmed. The first thing that I get for you all is that there may not be much going on in your social life. In November, it almost feels like you're in hustle mode. You might have ghosted a lot of people or been ghost. And I'll get into that. But it's not in a rude way. I don't think that you mean to be this way. I just think it's one of those times in life where we just need a little time to like figure our things out. So you may not be very social in the month of November with this hello card. But I also feel like for some of you, it's due to a relationship, a romantic relationship, or it's due to something that didn't go very well and you kind of like need to be in your feelings about it for a little bit. I'm not going to lie. And I do think that whoever does return, you're gonna know, like, you're gonna know who I'm talking about because they have control issues, or the issue probably was that they led you on, and you know, whatever, like maybe they ghosted you, or maybe you had to ghost them because they led you on. And this could be vice versa. I always take my readings as vice versa, because sometimes I'll be picking up stuff and I don't know which direction it's going, child. But that may be something that happened as well, where you were like, you're not gonna play with me, but then they come back, right? So you may have to play the aloof role, or like the vibe, you know what I mean? For others of you, you may be happily in a relationship, very committed. I heard for somebody maybe waiting on your ring, or maybe you guys are already, you've already gotten married. And so you're just kind of like living your best life, being happily married. And again, bride says wife, partner interested in, the love of the lifetime, commitment, advancement. So this could just be like an improvement of the relationship. It doesn't have to mean that you actually get married or get proposed to. But those are things that I go into, because I also picture somebody that's just real happy. Like they're happy in their relationship and they're just happy. Another scenario that came up was something about their partner kind of controlling their life in a little bit, and not intentionally, but it's almost like you're subject to their job or their mood, or you know, like, so it's like you constantly having to like battle with that a little bit. But otherwise, you're having a lot of fun, a lot of flow in your relationships. The ones you keep up with and foster in the month of November, there's a lot of fun, there's a lot of being asked to go places, going to events, weddings, stuff like that. Okay, sounds like a vibe to me. All right, Cancer, thank you so much for watching this reading, Cancer. If this resonated for you at all, please go ahead and comment below to let your girl know, and follow your girl on IG for daily zodiac readings, spiritual coaching, and for all other wellness and spirituality things. I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye. Hey Leo, welcome to your reading for November 2023. Let's get into these cards. I did pre-shuffle to get your theme of the month, to see what type of vibes and energy we giving off. So let's see. We have Ghost. And we also have Anxiety. You could also have a sun, moon, or rising in Cancer. So I would also check out that reading, because Ghost came out as well. But you know what it's giving, Leo? It's giving ghost of anxieties past. You know what I mean? Like some old anxiety, some old thought process, or something that you keep having to deal with is coming back, that brings you a lot of anxiety. Now this could be in the form of a person. This also could be just in the form of a habit, or like, I don't know, just a repeated scenario that keeps happening for you. But I think for all of you, it surrounds around anxiety. Okay, you keep having to deal with something over and over again. The problem is, though, with anxiety, we create narratives. That's what this card talks about. We create narratives that are probably worse than actually what could possibly happen. So it's almost like your anxiety is ruling your life in a way that it doesn't have to if you just stay present, right? So you may be trying to coach yourself through that in the month of November. I'm gonna be honest, Leo, I don't think you're trying to coach yourself through it at all. But some of you may. Some of you may notice that habit in yourselves, and you be like, okay, I gotta stop this. But I don't know. I almost feel like somebody's not working on it. They notice it, but they just kind of like freaking out anyway. But let's see. What does Leo need to know about November 2023? What are my Leos experiencing in November 2023? Make it abundantly clear for me, Spirit. 3 of Swords. What's the zodiac sign Leo experiencing in November 2023? Thank you. King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. The Devil in reverse. Also could be a Capricorn that's involved somewhere. Clearly. Ooh, what is Leo experiencing? Knight of Swords. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, I'm all over the place. And then we have Ace of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. So there's definitely some stability. We like stability. Your finances could be good, or whatever it is you're trying to bring forth, right? So you can be in school, you can be building something, you can be building a business, you could be trying to get through some sort of process. Whatever the case may be, there's some stability in your finances, stability in your career, stability in your, I guess you could say, projects, right? Almost like you're trying to hold yourself together in that regard, and it actually is working out. So any passions, anything that you're trying to rush toward or like get done, if nothing else, it has good bones this month, meaning it has a lot of potential. It has a lot of passion, spark, creativity going for it. There's a very strong entrepreneur energy. The things you study, the things you communicate, the ways that you may make decisions this month, being kind of like sure of yourself and you know what I mean, precise. Those things are actually working out for you this month with the King of Wands and the Knight of Swords. These also can be two different people that you may be dealing with, but that's a whole nother thing. I'll get to romance in a minute, but those are things that may be coming up for you, right? Maybe there's a new spark in a relationship as well. I do want to mention that. Even if it's an idea or like you meet like a partner and they kind of start motivating you. But for some of you, I think this could be a new lover. This could be a new relationship. Doesn't have to be, but it's almost like some passion is sparked and we're excited about it. Like we're definitely on our manifestation tip for sure this month. So that's great, right? What's been stuck is starting to move. Here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. There may be some heartbreak, some disappointment that if you may feel like it keeps following you around, or like it's just a fresh breakup, right? We just broke up with somebody, we just lost something, we just lost somebody. Hopefully not, sorry if you have, but that is kind of creating a narrative in your mind that you need to be released from in November. And I do think you release it. When we have the Devil in reverse, it's almost like we release our attachment. We release the grip of addiction. We re-release something and we start on the path of healing. The key is, because I'm going to be honest with you, Leo, somebody in here has like a victim mentality, right? Something bad happens and then it's automatically everybody's fault. You know what I mean? It's their fault. That's why it didn't work out, because it's them. It's that person. It doesn't work out because of them. Instead of thinking of the part that you may have played. Now, if you know 100% that this part ain't for you in the reading, that's okay. But if you know that there's a little bit of you possibly seeing problems where there aren't any, picking fights, picking problems, picking out issues, being a little emotionally unavailable, or even just the narrative of something's going to go wrong. And then, you start kind of expecting it. Also keep that in mind as well, because we're talking about healing. Some healing needs to happen in November. It doesn't mean that it debilitates you, but again, back to that anxiety, right? Are we anxious that something's going to go wrong in relationships? Are we anxious that we're going to lose? Are we anxious that we're not going to be able to break this chain, right? And are we acting out our anxiety before we even get there? Okay? Because what I'm saying here, Leo, is that you have nothing to worry about. November's a good month for you. But is there something that you need to be kind of released from to actually see it? Because I think unintentionally, some of you may be giving your power away. Not even just in romantic relationships, but just in general. Like it's not taking much to go from one edge of a situation to another. It's like we're automatically expecting the worst, right? Or even if we're not expecting the worst, we're automatically like moving on from things before we fully understood them. Okay, so let's move on to career, because I do see we're talking about love, we're talking about passions, but let's see if we can get into our career, see what the finances is doing. What is Leo? What's going on with Leo and their finances in November? Okay. Oh, they gave me all the cards I needed. That was quick. Okay, so first out we have coins, money coming in, wealth, and good investment. Yeah, so like I said earlier, something starts going well. You could be in sales and finances. You could get a raise and you could feel just really lucky this month. We also have heart. Sorry, y'all. Got to get that blur right. Okay, emotional spending, joint finances, being supported, careers, counselor or a guide, having a job that you love. We have moon, which says fleeting funds, unknown source, being guided. Careers you could be in, you could be moonlighting, meaning you have like two things going. Doing odd jobs, working the night shift and working part-time. And then we also have Rose. Okay, with Rose we have relief, financial relief, being content, loving care. Careers, you could have a supportive role, work security, and be growing in some way. I think plenty of money is coming in. I think a lot of you may have recently invested either in yourself or some sort of money plan for the future. Something you've been doing for a while. This can be real estate. This can be, I don't know, school, something where you're trying to make your future, like your future funds better. You're trying to build wealth, right? But I think that money's kind of going all over the place, right? We're not really watching our bank account the way we should, Leo. And mostly because we're excited. I think for some of you, again, there's something exciting going on. We're happy. Like, I do think there's some saving and building going on. I just think that the money in your pocket is like, it's moving really fast. Maybe you're getting some unexpected money too. By the way, I just want to mention that. Unexpected raise, unexpected source of income. But yeah, there's a little bit of emotional spending going on and fleeting funds. Or even if it's not emotional spending. You know what it gives me? It gives me, I forgot to end the subscription. Or like whatever. It's just like you just at one point in the month you just realize, like, where is my money going, honey? Like, I ain't even spend that. Or maybe you're being like, is a giving energy here, so you could be giving a lot too, which is fine. But giving so much to a point where you realize like how much you're spending as well. That may come up. Otherwise, we're feeling really good for the most part. There is some relief. There is some contentness. If anyone is having any questions of if you are where you need to be right now when it comes to your career and finances, yes, you are where you need to be. Even if you don't feel like it's the best position, it's the position on the path to where you are eventually going to end up and be happy if you're working toward it. Okay, my love? But that is all I am seeing for you in November 2023. If this resonated for you at all, Leo, please go ahead and comment to let your girl know in the comments. And follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates, spiritual coaching, and all things wellness and personal growth. I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye. Hey Virgo, welcome to your reading for November 2023. Let's get into these cards. I did pre-shuffle one to see what your overall theme and vibe would be for November, and that is death. Death. Surprised me too when it came out. I almost fell out my seat. I'm a Virgo rising myself, so I was a little stressed. Anywho, death basically is not what you think it is. Just like in the regular tarot, this death card is kind of signaling the end of something. Some type of phase or type of chapter in your life is dying out. And the reason why it's dying out is so we can make some room. Here's the thing. I get this intuitive feeling that whatever it is it's almost like you know that it needs to die out. Like, as I'm speaking about this, you may be like, dang, I did say I needed to stop talking to this person, or I needed to, give up this part of my dream, or, you know what I mean? And not to discourage you, but I'm saying that to say that you kind of know. And whatever it is, you'll have to mourn it. Because it's probably been a part of you for some long time. Maybe you realize that you're changing in some way. And not a bad way, but it's just that you're not who you used to be. And now it's like, dang, I gotta mourn that. And that's okay. That's okay for you to be in that vibe or realize that throughout the month of November. So let's get more details. What does the zodiac sign Virgo need to know about November 2023? What are they experiencing? 8 of Pentacles in reverse. What's Virgo experiencing in November? Sun, Moon, and Rising. What are my Virgos experiencing in November 2023? 8 of Cups. Immediately, I'm hearing something's not working anymore. And we are afraid to leave. But let's get into it. Clarity. Zodiac sign Virgo need to know about November and what blessings are coming their way. No, this lines right on up. Okay, so the other cards we have are the King of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Sorry, y'all, I'm working with the blur. And 5 of Cups. Yes, ma'am. So like I said just a few moments ago, something isn't working anymore with the 8 of Pentacles, right? When we're in reverse, we are kind of out of it. We're kind of done with it. We're tired of working on it. But we haven't really quite come to that conclusion yet. I'm getting this intuitive feeling like you may even be working on this thing, and it could be work related, right? But this also can be a relationship. This could be something you just keep coming to try to work on it, but every time you come, you feel discouraged, you feel uninterested, you feel like it's a waste of your time, but at the same time, it's a part of you. You know, like I said, it can be a work thing. It can be a relationship. You know what it is, right? So sometime in November, you like, okay, I know I need to walk away, but we're hesitant. Because what does it look like if we don't? So then we keep showing up. You keep showing up to this thing. You keep saying to yourself, I can make it work. I can make it work. Even though it's not working, I can make it work. I can keep on. I'm going to keep on toiling through. I can fix it. Right? Like, I know what to do. All I got to do is, but we're well past that. Why is that such a tongue twister for me? We're well past the point of return. And again, I do not want you to get discouraged. I want you to be honest with yourself. Right, Virgo? And maybe it's not even something you know about yet, but I think throughout the month you'll know. There also could be a angle, or not an angle, but a little bit of disappointment when it comes to whatever this is, because it was so promising at one point, or maybe you feel like you didn't do your best, or you aren't doing your best. So it's almost like it's easy for you to be disappointed in yourself. Like, I knew better and I didn't do better. Or I want to do this, but I can't find the motivation. I can't find the interest, or whatever it is, right? And for some of you, it's a whole nother story. It's not that it's almost as if for some of you, you gave up too soon on something. But the issue was that you weren't as experienced. You didn't necessarily put in the work. And this does feel more so like a work thing, a passion thing. But for some of you, yeah, it could be a relationship. I'm not sensing that though. But it was just like you didn't have enough experience. So you may have quit and said, well, this is just not for me. Instead of looking at maybe there's more to learn. If you're a content creator, like something that might come up is analytics. You may need to look into that. Like I can go on and on. But there's things that you didn't know and you probably gave up before you knew. And this could be someone else too. Like they gave up too soon on you as well. There could be some procrastination involved, right? But then we get here. Now there's Pentacles here, Page of Pentacles, and there is the King of Cups. So an earth sign, dang it. An earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio could be relevant to you this month. But whatever this is, one, give compassion to yourself, Virgo. Sometimes we can't do everything. Sometimes we can't show up all the time in our perfect, organized way. Like my beautiful Virgos love to show up. It's okay to sometimes have to not even give up, but kind of pull your white flag and say, okay, look, I'm burnt out. This is too much, or this is too complicated, or this is more, like this was nice. You know what I mean? But this is now, it's getting to be too much, and it's time for me to do something new. You know what I mean? It's okay to want to change as well. You don't have to keep doing it a certain way to satisfy everybody too. Okay. So, but I think this month you extend some compassion to yourself, or someone does for you. Maybe they come in and they're being a lot more supportive through this time for you, makes you like reaffirms that it's okay for you to have a moment where you just need to kind of be how you are. I'm also picking up like you kind of being more supportive of yourself, realizing, okay, I can do this a little differently. And maybe that kind of sparks some new ideas, some creativity, and so on in you, which is a beautiful thing. A new place to start. Maybe you even learn from past mistakes. Maybe, what you did wrong. You learn from it and then you grow from it. Okay? So since we're kind of on a career and passions kick, I'm going to kick into your love life. Okay, Virgo? So let's see. Not even just your love life, your relationships. I need to stop saying that. What does Virgo need to know about their love and relationships in November 2023? What does the zodiac sign Virgo need to know about their love and relationships? Come on, sunshine. Okay, it says good vibes, happy times, and positive attitude. Things going well, and the answer is yes. Clarity. What does the zodiac sign Virgo need to know about their love and relationships November 2023? One more. What is Virgo experiencing in their love and relationships? One more. What is Virgo experiencing in their love and relationships? 2023. Okay, and then the last two out, teasing. Last three. Y'all, I can't count. It says flirtation, having a crush, joking around, having fun, keeping it airy, enjoying each other, and joking around. We also have me and my ego. Pride, fear, and pride or fear getting in the way, which we talked about that in your reading, right? Not contacting you, but thinking of you, replaying a situation over in your mind. And then we have glam it up. Bringing your A game, hitting the town, making an effort, edgy venue, finishing touches, and being stylish. Your relationships in general feel exciting, happy. If this is normally the frequency of your relationship, there's a lot of appreciation. There's a lot of goofiness. I'm gonna be honest. It feels like you have a lot of moments. Like, I would even challenge you to document the days where you're just like having laughing fits or being silly or just like acting a fool with the people around you, like in a positive way, because I think you're going to have a lot of that. I think if you're single, Virgo, if you're looking, there's a lot of people attracted to you, especially the way you dress. You putting it on. And the boys and the girls are eating you up. And I think that's attracting a lot of people to you as well. So you may have a lot of people to flirt with. You know what I mean? You getting the numbers. You know, you might be hanging out with your little boo, whatever the case may be. Fear getting in the way. I think fear also is maybe getting in the way with something you're trying to either let go of or start. But it's also getting in the way of a connection this month as well. And don't just think romantic, because this also feels like a friendship as well. Yeah, it feels like there's a pride going on. Maybe you want to get close to somebody, but like you're always pushing it away, or oh, I guess we'll link up next month, like almost pushing it off to the future constantly. I'm straight channeling that. But I feel like that's kind of the issue. For somebody specific, if you want to connect, you have to connect. Okay, we can't be saying that we miss this, we miss that, and we want this to happen and that to happen, and we're not. And again, even if you you do have good relationships, if you've been thinking of one person and thinking like, oh, I really want to reach out with them, I really want to spend time with them, do it. You know, it's bound, these first two cards, yes, and teasing, it's bound to be a good time. You know, you just have to put your pride aside. I am never encouraging anybody to reach out to their ex, especially if it ended badly. But if that's who you're thinking about and you know that it's healthy on both ends to do so, I would. Okay? I'm also channeling for somebody that, and this may not even matter because I get this feeling that y'all probably won't ever talk again either anyway. But there is, if you are wondering if there's an ex or somebody you used to talk to, and if they're checking up on you, yes, they are. But they just have too much of an ego to reach out. They probably have been checking your page, asking your friends. Maybe they just think about you, but they just won't reach out. And I think it's the same on your side too. But again, if this is what needs to die and what we need to grieve, then let's do that. Okay, Virgo? But that's all I'm saying for you, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and comment below to let your girl know. And you can follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates, spiritual coaching, and all things wellness and personal growth. I love you, and I hope you're having an awesome day. Bye. Hey Libra, welcome to your reading for November 2023. Let's hop into these cards. I did pre-shuffle the cards so that I can get an energy read or a general theme for your month. And you got 4 instead of 1. And I wanted to keep them all just so that I can show you how concrete the message is. Like, tarot surprises me sometimes. Let's hop into it. So your message is rest. Right. We got rest. I don't know if y'all can see that because I know it's messing up. Yep. Rest. And then we got surrender. Which I'm also going to keep because I think it's cute. And then we got flow. Okay, flow. And y'all got faith. That's 3 cards that's telling you directly to not do nothing. And then you got a whole nother card pretty much telling you to have some faith, you know, back on up, let life flow, right? Anywho, so I'm gonna put these to the side. But overall, we gotta rest this month, Libra. We have to surrender and have faith that things are going to work out if you're not actively putting your hands in them. Okay? And air signs typically have y'all are all very chill and like, oh, nothing bothers me. I'm just going with the flow, even if you have severe anxiety around something. And I feel like that may be the case here. So you may initially tell me, Shay, I'm not worried about nothing. But there is some area that you may be being a little like on top of, too worried about, trying to influence the outcome of instead of just flowing and seeing what happens. And so either this month, that is the overall theme. Like you keep running into situations where you try to influence the outcome in some way, and then you kind of get pushed back or reminded to rest and just let things be. Or you may decide to do that this month and tell everybody like not to invite you into anything. Maybe you take some vacation days, like something like that, so that you can get the rest that you need. Hopefully it's the latter, but I get the feeling that it may not be. So let's see. What does the zodiac sign Libra need to know about November 2023? What are my Libras experiencing? Y'all cards have been coming out all type of willy-nilly. Okay, we have the Emperor in reverse, the Six of Wands, which is really echoing the message already. And then we have I said the Six of Wands, the Six of Swords upright. And then we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Clarity. What is Libra experiencing in November 2023? What are my zodiac signs? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Libra's experiencing in November 2023. And what blessings are coming their way in November? Interesting. I say blessings. They give me an opposite card. Let's see. Death in reverse. Sorry, y'all. I'm still working with this blur. There we go. Death in reverse. Knight of Cups in reverse. And Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The grip of control that you may have on something, or maybe someone has on you. And this may have a lot to do with being rigid. I think this also has to do with you guys' career, your finances. There may be something or some way that you're used to being or having a certain way, and you may be trying to like grip for dear life for it to stay the same, even if it's not working, even if it's evolving, even if it's tiring you out. And this could be anything. Like I said, this can be in your career, but I also feel like for some of you, it may be in a relationship, because I do sense that somebody is very moody and very jealous and maybe lacks confidence. So they probably try to keep everything going a certain way so that they don't have to experience any sort of emotional turmoil. It's like, if it all goes this way, I don't have to worry about feeling anything. And that is a problem when you're dealing with other people, because, you know, as we know, people can be wild cards, so you can't control everybody. You know what I mean? So, and that could be you, but that could be a partner. Anywho, that sense of control is actually blocking your personal evolution. For some of you, you are literally changing in some way. You could be moving to somewhere new. You could be changing as a person. Maybe, I just heard for somebody, the market is changing. That may resonate for somebody, like your business market. Something's changing. Maybe you are getting into a relationship and your partner's trying to offer help or offer some sort of boost to you, or benefit rather is a better word. And it's almost as if you're blocking it by needing everything to go a certain way. Right? Now, this doesn't always, I think when we think of control, we think of like the worst kind. You know what I mean? But this can also be like, I'm not even going to try anything new because this works for me. The color pink, I wear it every day. It works for me. But like, really, it's washing you out. Or like, I don't know. And I know that's stupid, but stuff like that. Or it's just like, oh, I like having fun all the time, and I don't want to be serious. And it's like, but you need to be serious for this to work out. Like, there's some way that there's some way that you need to surrender that you're just not. Maybe you need to rest and you're just not, because you feel like you need to be on top of everything in order for things to go well, or for you to feel emotionally safe or confident or whatever it may be. But the thing is, it's actually quite doing the opposite in the month of November. So we kind of want to let go. Let's not resist change. Maybe for some of you too, it's also just caring about how you're being perceived, which is why you don't want this change or this death, quote unquote. If I keep it all in this pretty picture, I don't have to worry about something bad happening. Because I feel like something is changing despite your efforts. And it's like you just may still be doing the same thing, keeping the same routine, being pragmatic, you know, almost to your own detriment. And it could be also, I've just pictured for somebody, you need rest. You need a vacation from your vacation. You need a vacation from your work. You need a vacation from just being. But you're still working through it. Take a step back. Breathe. Again, getting onto this jealous or moody person. And I said partner earlier, and that's definitely accurate. But I also feel like this may be a friend, or maybe this is emotions that you're projecting onto someone who may seem a lot of confident. I don't know if I mentioned, but signs that may be relevant: Aries, Leo or Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces or Cancer. They may be important signs for you this month. But that may be coming up. A little bit of jealousy, a little bit of, I don't want to say lack of self-confidence, because I do think that this is due to either wanting this person or this situation all to yourself, or just wanting to come off a certain way. And then on the more positive end, just don't be afraid to take risk this month, right? And for some of you, the risk is just chilling. Let's not put too much weight on something. Let's not be so strict about how things get done. Let's just do it and see how it goes. Take a day off and see how it goes. This argument, I don't got time for that. Whatever. And not in your Libra way. That y'all can sometimes tap out of conflict just to be quote unquote fair. But also just in a way of like, this isn't that big of a deal for us to be going back and forth. This isn't that big of a deal for me to lose this relationship or lose my sense of enjoyment. I'll just leave it alone, right? Especially if it's in the name of wealth or building or chasing luxuries. And that's a beautiful thing, but not if it's taking away from you somehow. Okay, Libra? So let's get into your career and finances. Or should I do love? Let's do career and finances for you guys, because love is pretty covered. Clarity. What does Libra need to know about their career and finances in November 2023? Any messages for Libra in their career and finances? What do they need to know? I'm not getting anything. Let me trust my intuition and do love. What does Libra need to know about their love and relationships in November 2023? What are they experiencing in their relationships in November 2023? Spirit, give me 2 more. There we go. Okay, Libra. So we have Groom. It says husband, partner, interested in a commitment of a lifetime or advancement, love of a lifetime. And then we have wedding or event. Then we have secrecy. An affair, hiding something, use discretion, surprise, collaborate rather. Protecting, denying, and risk. We have glam it up. It says bring your A game. Hitting the town, make an effort, edgy venue, finishing touches. Then we also have why. Shaking your head in disbelief, frustrated, annoyed, focus on the solution rather than the problem. Some of you, if not most of you, are in a committed relationship in this reading. And hold on, I'm trying to brace myself for what I'm going to say and what needs to be said. If you are in a happy relationship, disregard everything I'm about to say, because this part is not for you. There could be a third party for those who are in a relationship. I don't think that this is as far as marriage. Some of you may be married, but I don't think so. I think there's a third party. I think somebody's keeping a secret, or either one of you is suspicious. And yes, it may be coming off as jealousy, but honestly, this person may have a reason to be jealous, because there is something going on. Something's not making sense with the work schedule. Something's not making sense with the way that this person is coming off. So there may be an affair going on. And if it's not an affair, I just heard for somebody like they're so engulfed in something else and not the relationship, which is causing the jealousy and the insecurity and so on and so forth, right? Maybe someone's unhappy and they're keeping it from their partner. Okay, so there's a little bit of frustration there as well. Maybe annoyance with whoever this person is. And this can also be a non-romantic relationship, but it feels very romantic. All of the cards feel very romantic. Almost as if someone's going out and seeking attention and validation because they're not happy with their partner. Now, on the flip side, some of you could be getting married this month or attending some weddings or big events. And nothing really too crazy, just getting sharp, going out. So that may be something that's important to you this month. And I mean planned events. Like, somebody's wedding's coming up. You have a wedding. It's somebody's baby shower. Like, it's something that you know about already that may be coming up. I do feel like somebody may be on the hunt, but there may be some frustration around dating right now. Like, you're just not quite finding what you're looking for, or when you find it, it's always like some drama, or not even drama, but like it just doesn't work out the way you hoped it would, which makes the flow and surrender message just make sense. Like, just chill out. You know what I'm saying? Let it come to you. It will eventually. And then I don't know if I said this earlier in the rest of the reading, but this also came up in your love reading as well. Don't be afraid to take risks this month. And I don't mean like bet the farm, okay? Or like do something that you know is going to be detrimental to your health and everything else. But I would say that like if you are operating in a box in some way, don't limit yourself to that box. If you need to get out of it, go ahead. Okay, Libra? Thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated for you in any way, please go ahead and comment below to let your girl know. And follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates, spiritual coaching, and all things personal growth. I love you, and I hope you're having an awesome day. Bye.